Good morning, welcome back to Built by Bo. Today I'm back with Smokey and we're going to do some exhaust. We're going to try and get a muffler on this thing and the flex joint and some stuff, so at least when this car is ready for its first test drive, then the exhaust is actually, we have something on for exhaust. So since I last talked to you, I've mounted some gauges, started to run some stuff inside, mounted a coolant bottle, I'll show you that. So most of the stuff here you guys have seen, that's all tidied up over there. Breather box seems to work really well there. And then I've mounted the coolant bottle off to the side, which leaves me about 16 inches in the middle there to hopefully get a 16-inch electric fan in there. So we should be able to get that in there. And as I was mentioning before, like that's how close everything is since I've shifted everything forward and had to trim out the battery tray, etc. But that all works, so that's good. And we have mounted the Innovate wideband O2 gauge as well as a boost gauge, so we've got that mounted. I've wired in the basic stuff for that. I still have to run the vacuum line and everything for the boost gauge and all that kind of stuff and tidy up all the wiring, but I want to have the wiring in a spot where if stuff has to be taken out, like the dash for other parts, that wiring's not in the way, so we're not going to rush into tidying up the wiring until I know exactly where I want it. Right now, let's concentrate on seeing if we can get some exhaust on this thing.
Then we have the Turbo Mustang, and we have a Chaos Dog who is guarding the Turbo Mustang. And it leads us to our tray of parts for today. We still have our 90-degree 3-inch stainless bend, our flex joint, our 1V band, and a MagnaFlow 3-inch muffler that I had before. Now I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to fit this muffler in there. We're going to give it a try. If not, then I'll probably just run a bullet style muffler with a turn down. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for, if I'm going to do a full exhaust later or try and come out the side. These Fox bodies don't have a lot of room underneath to come out the side, so we'll get underneath this stuff and see how it all fits and see if we can run it.
Okay, so we're crawling under the car here. We've got her jacked up on stands, and this is where the downpipe comes out between the floor. There's quite a bit of room all around in there, which is pretty good. And we are just going to see how we can fit a pipe in here. So let's start mocking some stuff up and see what we get. So obviously I have no idea how I'm going to do this yet. So this is going to be totally trial and error. Okay, I'm back from that. Let's see how that fits. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the downpipe. I'm gonna trim a little bit off this downpipe so I can get this guy up just a little bit higher. I'm gonna put a V-band from here. So now the rest of my exhaust is going to join from this V-band here. And then from there, I'll either run a piece of straight and take the muffler, or we'll get that V-band welded and see where we can go. Now the Turbo Mustang car, it splits into two. So it crosses through here and then it crosses over to the other side where it goes into an electronic dump. And then it splits into two 2.5-inch exhaust tailpipes. This car here, I think we're just gonna take the muffler and do a turn down for now and then possibly add exhaust later, I don't know. It's probably gonna have to hang something like this. Crossways across. It's just too low over here, the floor's in the way. So probably do a cross mount with a turn down. Anyway, we'll get this other part welded and we'll come back to this. All right, we're back. We've got the downpipe welded up, and we've got it kind of sitting in place roughly where we want it. So that's good. And now we'll just see about building the rest of it. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so that's lining up pretty good now. I kind of have it roughly where I want it. I've got a little turn down on the bottom. It's just tacked on, so I can remove it later if I want to do a tail. And I don't have the exact positioning of the muffler where I want it quite yet, but that will probably be determined a little bit by this joint in here that I'm going to have to put in. So I'm going to just maneuver this a little bit, massage, and then I'll start making the connector pipe. Okay, we've got a piece trimmed up. Let's see if she fits. Oh, I can't say it like that. That's... doesn't come out straight enough. Points too much down at the ground. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, revamp it is. All right, made a couple changes. We'll see what happens. Couple changes, couple tacks. Let's see if it actually bolts up here. Okay, so a little mock-up on that pipe there. We're tacked up here. We got clearance here. So I'm just going to go back to the muffler and find a hanger spot, make sure we're not touching anything, and see if we're happy. I think I can go off this seat bolt, maybe for a mount. I'd like to hang off the floor, but I don't want to drill any unnecessary holes. So I'll figure that out. I'll get this welded up and I'll get back to you. All right, let's get this thing hung. It's all welded. Hopefully my big fat head isn't in the way. You can see. Make sure your clamps aren't touching anywhere around. Make sure it's sort of lined up as best as possible. I designed a little hanger thing off the back, like I said. I'll show you that in 1 second. So obviously this is a bit temporary, and something better is going to go in place once I decide if I'm going to run a full exhaust or not. But this will get us going for now. So just took a piece of flat bar, drilled one end. I'm going to tie into the seatbelt bolt, and then I'm going to put a clamp around it to hold it up. And it will need something more later. Okay, let's get this box out of the way. See if this thing holds up by itself. So now I'm going to finish tightening it up, and I mean, I think that on this side over here it should have another hanger, because if you're beating on the car, you don't want your exhaust coming loose. So I'm probably going to add some kind of hanger over on this side. But when nothing is permanent at this moment, it's pretty hard to decide where you want anything until you've got your full exhaust in place. Mind you, it's pretty damn solid now with that V-band clamp all tightened up. All right, so this is how it ends up being. Obviously that goes up to our downpipe into a V-band, so our downpipe's flexible and it has a V-band to take off for easy removal, and into our single 3-inch MagnaFlow and out with a turn down. Simple. Gives us room to run down next to the drive shaft if we want to do a full exhaust out the rear. Not sure what's going to happen yet, but for now, that's good enough. So as you can see, right now, running pretty good. Should be around between 14 and 14.7, so pretty good. Pretty sad that the turbo whistle's gone. Stupid mufflers anyway. But if you don't want to get pulled over, you can't run a 10-inch piece of straight pipe 3-inch off your turbo. It's not Florida. Well, I can't wait to get this out of the trailer. Thanks for watching. I'm excited to get this out and show you guys. Well, I'm excited to see what it can do, and I'm excited to show you as well. So, next thing, it's coming out of the trailer. We're going to get this thing a test drive, and we're going to start continuing on with the rest of the stuff. Again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the videos, and I'll talk to you soon.